So about 5 years ago, back in about 2017, I started watching David Finch's videos on drawing, basically, and his Monday night draw sessions and how he would draw characters in a couple of hours and just knock out the most beautiful pieces of work ever. David Finch is a comic book artist who works for both Marvel and DC and everybody else in between, and he just knocks it out the park with all of his works. And I just truly loved his work, and I'm still a fan of him to this day. One of the main things that I learned while watching him was that you should put some rubber bands around, you can't even see this, but you should put rubber bands around the core of your pencils. He has a lead holder, just like I do right now, and he does the exact same thing. Sometimes he'll use tape as well, or something else, just to make the core of his actual drawing utensil, even his paintbrushes, to be just a little bigger in the hand. This entire review that I'm doing, or a little unboxing as well, is basically that. It is because of rubber bands and sometimes tape. So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a little review of the Pro Draw Apple Pencil Silicone Grip by beejaydel and his whole team, basically. It's extremely cool to see an artist making stuff for artists, and it's just nice to see them supported and all that other good stuff. And I just really like the product that I got. Like I said, this whole video is basically because of rubber bands. I got this, you can't even see it. It blends in right there. I love that. So I got this little grip. I bought it and it came last night and I just love it. Like, one of the major things that I wanted to do with the Apple Pencil was to simply have it just a little bigger. One of the things I don't like about the Apple Pencil, but one of the best things about the Apple Pencil, is that it is almost exactly like a pencil. Mostly, it got the one flat side instead of the flat sides on the side. Anyway, because of that, one of the things that I wanted to do to make it fit a little better in my hand was to add, a little bit of grip here. But the conundrum with the second gen Apple Pencils is that you need to have the flat side that I just talked about earlier, you need to have that free in order to actually have it to be chargeable or connect back to the iPad once it gets disconnected, because that happens too. So in walks this little silicone grip that is hard to put on once you get it for 5 seconds, but then once you get it another 5 seconds, it's very easy. Like in the unboxing that I showed you, it's super cool, it's super simple, and you're probably seeing it right now actually now I'm talking about it. It's super simple to put in, and it doesn't actually fall out as much as I thought it would be with this open side on the bottom, which if you turn it around, it says it on the website. You can plop it right onto the side of your iPad, and then you can have it charge right through this little not crevice, but this little cut. And then once it's done charging, or once you've charged it to however much you need, you can just turn it right back around, and you have it available on this side right here. Very cool. Or if you don't like the open area, because you can use this area to actually double tap when you need to. If you don't like that, what you can do, and I love this part, this is honestly what made me buy it. And again, we're going back to the rubber bands. So if you just flip it around, now you have a wider core for your Apple Pencil to work with. A wider core, which I just love, because that helped me a lot when I actually started using it. I've been writing with it for an hour or so overall. I'm just excited to continue using this. I feel like I'll get tired of it for maybe an hour. I mean, after about 3 hours of actual work, I might get tired of it and I might take it off. But that's the one thing I love about it. And I had this little pen grip that I used to use on it, which it did the job. I was able to adjust it up and down on the actual Apple Pencil, and it did the job. So I was grateful for that. But this right here is a game changer. And again, it's exactly what I was looking for, but also less messy, a lot cleaner. And the shape of it is very cool and very curvy, which now that I'm thinking about it is very funny. It looks like a woman in a black dress. Maybe because I've been looking at a lot of fashion photos on Pinterest, but now I'm just like, this looks like a woman in a black dress, especially now. That's funny. BJ, I know what you were thinking. Anyway, if you like the Apple Pencil, or if you love the Apple Pencil, but you hate the fact, like I talked about earlier, that it is very much a pencil sometimes, and you want to add a grip onto it that you don't have to take off all the time in order to use the Apple Pencil in its basic functions, which again are charging it and trying to reconnect it back to the iPad or connect it to another iPad if you need to. You can buy this and it'll be linked in the description and all that other good stuff. And I'm like, this is just the best thing that you can use for right now, at least. If you like using it, but again, you don't like the fact that it is a pencil sometimes and your hand may get uncomfortable or it might cramp up like I sometimes do, but that usually happens after I'm drawing for like an hour or 3, which I'm guilty of, or 5. Again, I'm guilty of that as well. It's very worth it. I like that. I like that as one of the main little features. But you get this and you can probably just go forever. And with the soft silicone grip, you can actually squeeze on this as much as you need to without, you know, trying to cramp your hand up, because this soft silicone is extremely nice and it feels very good in the hand. And if it ever does get dirty, you can just wash it with soap. Like, that's the best thing about using like this, not really silicone plastic, but like the silicone material. It just washes easily, which is cool to me. After understanding the story and seeing the motivation behind it, I was just like, okay, cool, I need to get this. Then after realizing how often I used my lead holder back in the past, and still now whenever I do some traditional drawing, I was just like, yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be in my arsenal as an artist. So I have it. And honestly, the story that I have is probably one of the main reasons why I may have actually went ahead and created something like this myself, which I kind of did, just more crude, little less poetic, little less form factory, whatever you want to call it, ergonomic. There you go. That's the word I was thinking of. But yeah, with all that being said, this is a very awesome, very simple product, and it's also very cool. And again, if you're really interested in getting this and if you have an Apple Pencil, check out the link in the description or just check out the website. Again, also linked in the description. Or also, you can check out the story behind the actual grip and beejaydel sitting down and talking about it, because that video was very cool. With all that being said, thank you all for watching, and thank you, Mr. Dale and your entire team, for creating this little product, because it was something that I didn't know I kind of needed until I realized, and then I saw the short about it, and I was like, all right, cool, let's go ahead and buy that. I'm just sitting on a farm and just looking at stuff on YouTube, and I'm just like, let me go ahead and get that. So that's all it. So in conclusion, it's great. I'm gonna keep it for a long time. I might buy another one. It's only 20 bucks. So yeah. With all that being said, thank you all for watching. Feel free to give this video a like, comment down below, and tell me if you got this already or if you've had some problems with it. Hopefully you haven't had problems with it, because it's so simple and so cool, but things happen. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the notification bell. Do all that YouTube stuff that YouTube tells me to tell you, because that's how I do stuff or whatever. So yeah, please stay tuned, because we're gonna do some more of that stuff. And with all that being said, check you all later.